These men are crazy. These men are sassy. I'm gonna be single for fucking ever. He's sassy and MZ. These airport MZ. Let me show y'all this fucking text message that this nigga sent me the other day. It just really threw me for a loop. These men are crazy. These men are sassy. I'm gonna be single for fucking ever, right? But let me give y'all a little backstory, right? So I'm dating multiple men right now, and this man, everybody knows it, and I haven't been talking to nobody for real because nobody has been wowing me. Like, nobody's really doing anything of significance to really make me want to talk to them, so therefore I'm not fucking talking to nobody. So this man that I was supposed to go on a date with like last week, he texted me this week like, hey, where you been, what's going on, like I ain't heard from you, da 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 da. And I'm just like, I ain't been interested, but really I just don't want to fucking talk to you specifically. Like, you are one of the ones that I don't really fuck with like that for real. If everybody's trying to date me and you see somebody else doing something or what you think another man is doing for me, why wouldn't you want to do it too? Like, you know, competition is a real thing. You got to make yourself stand out. He's like, well, da 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 da, I just think you're doing too much. You can't expect one man to want to do something for you if another man is doing it. And in my head, I was just like, pussy. But no, for real, like, I was just like, okay, well, that's fine. That's just not the man for me. And then he's like, you would attract more flies with honey than shit. If you want men to be nice to you, you need to be nicer to men, da 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 da. It's not that I'm mean to men or anything like that. Like, I'm not some bitch or anything like that, but I have a smart mouth. I have a masculine energy, and I'm not about to change who I am just for a nigga. So he sends me this paragraph. You can pause to read, do whatever the hell you gotta do. But this paragraph was funny as fuck to me because, one, yes, I do act like a man. But the reason why I act like a man is not because I'm some stuck-up bitch with a fat ass or thinks just because I'm cute and I got a fat ass that everybody should fall in my feet. Like, that's not the mindset that I have. And I was just saying in general, like, I'm not pressed for no man. I don't need a man. Whatever man that is meant for me will be for me. And I was just saying, like, if a man knows that I'm dating other men and he wants me, he need to do something to make himself stand out. And this is what the reaction I got from him. And I'm not tripping because, nigga, again, I don't even fucking like you. But to think that I'm stuck up just because I know my worth and I know I have options and I navigate my life like I'm that bitch, because I am. Like,
you already proven you want to be single forever by dating all of these men at one time. Hello? That's your big problem right there. You're only supposed to be dating one dude at a time, trying to get to know who he is as a person. I'm tired of y'all listening to toxic advice, doing dumb shit because of it, and them lame men. Oh, I'm gonna be single forever. You ain't even concentrating on one dude at a time, and you complaining about what this dude texts you, about being frustrated with you. If you want somebody to wow you, take your ass to the Cirque du Soleil. The fuck? Shanghai in this bitch. You want to be wowed? Women always want men to put on this performance for them when these men don't know you like that. You have to gradually get to that. You don't understand that concept, but if a man asks you for some pussy too soon, you mad.
I'm convinced you ain't gonna be satisfied until you find a man that's gonna bop you upside your head, tell you to shut the fuck up, slap you around a little bit, shake you. Then you're gonna be all in love and shit. That's the wow you're looking for. If you didn't want to talk to him, why did you answer the phone? And you delusional. If you think you having a smart mouth doesn't mean that you have an attitude problem, you sadly mistaken, because that's a symptom of an attitude problem. You're not going to change for a man. Then what is the point? You got to do better than this, sis. This ain't it.
Y'all only want a first night stand the wrong dudes. For some reason, y'all go to bed on the first night with the wrong dude every single time. And then when a good dude want to take his time with just you surprised. And then anytime a woman try to tell another woman is, oh, she a pick me. Like you dating multiple men and you trying to be picked.
If you want a man, you got to be the best version of yourself. You can't be this lazy inside of a relationship and then expect for a man to be satisfied with you being like that. No man that's worth your energy is going to feel comfortable with you just being stagnant and complacent like that. You got to be trying to be the best version of yourself you can be. A man that's truly good for you is going to want that for you.
You can't be surprised that you get a reaction out of this because you're making it seem like to date you, it's a game. They got to be in competition with another man. These men don't want to be in competition with other men. Same way you don't want to be in competition with other women. You could at least keep the fact that you're dating multiple men to yourself. And what's up with this? You admitting you act like a man. Like, why are so many women okay with acting like men? But then you complain on social media about how incompetent they are. Why would you want to be an incompetent man?
And why are women so pressed to be that bitch? What's the definition of that bitch? Those women that got the nerve to call themselves that bitch deserve offset. You want an offset type of dude, don't you? No man who is out here looking for a wife to mother his children is gonna be okay with a woman who got a smart ass mouth. Don't know how to compromise or act in public, acting like a damn wild buffoon. The ones with the smart ass mouths be the ones that be arguing all the time. Got no kind of self-control or nothing. Don't nobody want to come home every day to that kind of foolishness. I'm glad somebody had the balls to send you that. Somebody had to tell you. Shit, if it wasn't him, it was gonna be another dude. But I'm good for him. Clap for him.
This is not about you knowing your worth and knowing you have options. You don't have a lot of options. If you did, you wouldn't be dating multiple men. You don't have men of value. Those men are not options for you. Remember, you're not wild. So clearly those men aren't the toppest tier. The men that you don't want are approaching you. How are they your options? You don't have any options, and that's the problem. It's okay for you to be confident in yourself. There is nothing wrong with it. But the problem is you want men who don't know you to start putting in this excessive energy to be with you from day one. And then it's like, sis, use your head. If they doing that with every single woman that they meet from day one, how does that make you different from any other woman? You have to earn men being good to you, just like men have to earn women being good to them. This is not rocket science, y'all. You don't have to have a degree from Stanford or Yale to figure this out. It's that simple.
My co-host Sheena disagrees with me. Which one of us is right?
So this girl has been exploring her options, okay? She's been dating multiple men, and like she said, nobody has really wowed her. What I will say is that she has a lot of self-esteem, okay? She has high self-esteem, and nothing's wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that at all. Okay, she obviously knows what she wants. She knows what she's not gonna accept, and it's not like she's standing on business. Okay, so she's saying that this guy she's been talking to him for 3 years. So that means for 3 years she still have an open line of communication with this guy who she clearly said she doesn't like. Like, she literally got on to her TikTok and said she don't like him anyway, because obviously he's not wowing her, but she still has an open line of communication to talk to him. Okay, so obviously he hasn't realized that she don't want him. Like, I don't know what's going on with this dude, but he definitely sounds like a pussy, like she said. I mean, no tea, no shade. I'm just saying. Okay? Cause bruh, she don't want you. Like, you gotta be, I don't know what he got going on, but obviously he don't got too much going on, because he running behind somebody that don't want him. Like, 3 years, bruh, and she ain't gave you no type of play or anything like that. She basically talking back. Doing what she wanted to do. She said, like, she can buy herself flowers. He don't believe it. She's like, what you worried about what flowers I get and what somebody else bring me? Which, why is he worried about it? Why is he? Because it doesn't have anything to do with him. So he's just too pressed for this girl who just clearly doesn't want him. So he just needs to move on. Like, move on along. Like, you keep chasing somebody that don't want you. He's the one with the low self-esteem. Okay? Because sis got all the self-esteem. She got all that. She got the standards, all of that. And he chasing behind somebody that don't want him. Like, just go be with somebody that wants you, bro. Like, do the same thing. If she's gonna explore all of her options, then you need to be doing the same thing. But obviously he don't get that. He's just one of those guys that chase after women that don't want him. That's all I can say about that. I hope he gets it together. And I will say for For sis, okay, I feel like, you know, again, nothing's wrong with having high self-esteem and thinking highly of yourself while you explore all your options. All I gotta say is for her is that she don't keep exploring her options and never really find who she wants to find. And she spent all of her time up, all of her youth exploring her options and never really settled down with anybody. And then she gets older and then she wants to settle down and then she doesn't have all of the options that she had when she was younger. It does happen. So I really hope that, you know, she does find what she wants and she finds it soon and settle down, like, for real. Like, you can only explore your options for so long. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she's out having sex with these men. I don't know that. I hope not. But I mean, most of the time when women say exploring the options, they're sleeping with a lot of these men. So, you know, but it's their business, is what it is. I'm not judging, but that's all I have to say about that.